Alrighty, so today I'm going to be covering why I'm not willing to drink beer or most grain liquors. I've been doing alcohol reviews on this channel for a little while now, and under a lot of my alcohol reviews, y'all are kind enough to request and recommend some different alcohols to me. However, sometimes depending on the alcohol, I'm just not really willing to drink whatever it is that is recommended or requested. I will acknowledge. And so as such, I figured I should probably let y'all know why I'm not really willing to, well, drink some of the alcohols that y'all recommend. I really do appreciate y'all's recommendations. I just can't drink a lot of them, I will acknowledge. So why? Why am I not willing to drink beer or most grain liquors? Well, I'll be frank with y'all, it's because I'm scared. I'm scared of becoming a massive alcoholic due to the fact that I enjoy beer and most grain liquors just so much, and I start going down a spiral down into infinity that I just can't get out of, and it just completely takes my life for a turn. Like, I'm doing okay right now, but like if I really enjoy grain liquors and beer, I'm afraid it's gonna take a turn for the worst. And no, that's a joke. We're already halfway to becoming an alcoholic anyway. We boy, you know what I'm saying? That's not a scary thing to me by any means. The real reason why I don't drink and am not willing to drink beer and most grain liquors is, well, once again, simply due to the fact that I'm scared. But it's not because I'm scared that I'll become an alcoholic because I enjoy them so much. It's because I'm scared that I'm gonna get sick, frankly put. And the reason why I am scared I'm gonna get sick from beer and a lot of grain liquor out there is simply due to the fact that I am gluten-free. I don't know if I have celiac disease. I don't even know for sure if I'm really truly gluten intolerant, although I figure I am. I haven't been tested. But what I do know is that gluten messes me up real dang bad. And I first went off of gluten due to my parents' recommendations about 10, 12 years ago now. And honestly, I'm very glad I did, because I feel so much better than I used to. I used to have problems with stomach issues, digestion issues. I used to literally be sitting on the toilet for 6 hours at end for sometimes kind of thing. It was just not a fun experience. Once I cut out the gluten though, those issues pretty much entirely went away, and I'm so glad they did. I'm gonna go and cover beer first. So the reason why I am not willing to drink beer is because beer just straight up contains gluten. It just does. Beer, generally speaking, unless it's a gluten-free beer or a beer made with sorghum or something like that, generally contains gluten. It's made with wheat, it's made with barley, it's made with rye, stuff like that kind of thing. It contains gluten. I just straight up, y'all, cannot drink beer, and y'all will more than likely not be seeing any videos of me drinking beer unless it is a gluten-free beer. And when I say more than likely, that's like 100% certainty. I'll be frank with y'all. Now, the reason why I'm not willing to drink most grain liquors is more so than not the same reason, but slightly more complex. So when it comes to most grain liquors, the gluten, if it's made with gluten-containing ingredients, and the grain liquors I'm referring to are grain liquors made with gluten-containing ingredients, most of the time in the distillation process for most grain liquors made with gluten-containing ingredients, most of the time the gluten is distilled out in the distillation process, which is pretty cool. It goes down to very minimal levels, and it's very unlikely that those levels are going to bother somebody unless that person is like super sensitive. There are some people out there who say they do get bothered by alcohols that were made with grain that is not gluten-free but had the gluten distilled out. There's some people that say they still get bothered by the gluten in those alcohols. It just depends on how sensitive you are, from what I know at least. But that's not why I'm scared to try most grain liquors made with gluten-containing ingredients. The reason is instead because I'm scared of, I'd have to say, consuming something that's made with something I haven't had in 10 to 12 years. I haven't had wheat. I haven't had barley. I haven't had rye. I haven't had anything else that contains gluten in 10 to 12 years. I haven't had any of those. And even if the gluten is gotten rid of that stuff, I still don't know what wheat, barley, or rye would do to me after not having it for 10 to 12 years. I could very well be perfectly fine. That would be the best case scenario. I drink Jack Daniel's whiskey or something like that kind of thing, and after I drink it, I feel just fine. I don't get sick. That would be the best case scenario. However, the worst case scenario is that I drink it, I feel sick, I want to vomit, not due to alcohol poisoning, but due to having consumed something with something I haven't had in so long. And then I end up having to sit on the toilet for the next 6 to 8 hours, and I might be out of commission just in general for the next 3 to 4 days. It's definitely possible that if I consumed something with wheat, barley, or rye, or other gluten-containing ingredients, even if the gluten's distilled out, it's very possible that those things may still bother me. And so as such, I am honestly quite scared and unwilling to try a lot of liquors made with, well, gluten-containing ingredients, frankly put. I'd love to try a lot of different whiskeys, a lot of different gins and stuff like that kind of thing, but I'm just scared to try them in all honesty. Now, I'm very thankful I have not been glutened in the 10 years I have been gluten-free. Some of my family members have been gluten though, and their experiences are not great. Having seen their experiences, having been glutened after having been gluten-free for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I really don't want to go through that same experience myself and risk getting sick and everything like that kind of thing. I am very careful when it comes to consuming stuff that I am very confident is gluten-free, I will acknowledge. And if I even think slightly that it might not be gluten-free, I don't eat it. I'll be frank with y'all. And I don't drink it as well. So yeah, no, that's really the main reason why I am not really willing. That's really, honestly, not even just the main reason. That's really the only reason, because without that reason, I would honestly have no problem with drinking beer or most grain liquors. Yeah, that's really the only reason why I'm not willing to drink beer or most grain liquors. Now, thankfully, there are grain liquors out there made with grains that do not naturally contain gluten, such as rice liquors, such as corn liquors and stuff like that kind of thing. So when it comes to rice and corn liquors, I am still 100% willing to drink those. And thankfully, there are a couple different whiskeys made with a 100% corn mash that I'm looking forward to finding, and I'm looking forward to trying in the future. So hopefully I'm going to be able to try one of those whiskeys, hopefully sometime in the next couple months or so, once I'm able to track down a bottle. And I am 100% willing to drink stuff made with rice as well. Rice vodka, rice gin, or something like that. I am very, very, very willing to drink. But when it comes to alcohols made with gluten-containing ingredients, I'm just not willing to drink them just because I'm scared, in all honesty, and I have no problem at all with admitting that I am scared. No problem with admitting that I'm scared. There's nothing wrong with being scared of something, and I am scared of drinking, well, grain liquor made with gluten-containing ingredients, I'll acknowledge. So yeah, no. Might not be able to try the full amount of whiskeys on the market, the full amount of bourbons or scotches or vodkas or gins on the market, but thankfully, I am still able to drink some. There's a potato gin from a brand called Monopolowa in Austria, I want to say. It was originally a Polish vodka brand. They also make gin. It's made from potatoes. I think I previously said that just a couple moments ago. I'm looking at trying to get myself a bottle of that so I can try gin for the first time in the future. I, as said, am looking for some 100% corn mash whiskeys as well to try. I have not seen any at my local liquor store, but I'm going to continue looking for some, I'll acknowledge. And there's also, of course, many vodkas that are not made with gluten-containing ingredients, so I'm looking forward to trying more of those in the future, let me tell y'all what. And of course, since rum is more so than not naturally gluten-free unless it has added flavorings, because, well, rum is just made with distilled sugar or molasses, That's naturally gluten-free, so I'm going to be drinking a lot more rum in the future, let me tell y'all what. And I'm looking forward to drinking some hard ciders and stuff like that as well, and maybe trying a gluten-free beer or two as well, I will readily acknowledge. Looking forward to trying a lot of gluten-free alcohols in the future. Looking forward to trying a lot of alcohols that are made with no gluten-containing ingredients, but some of the stuff I just can't drink, as much as I hate to say it. And yeah, that's why I don't, and that's why I can't drink beer and most grain alcohols, liquors, whatever you want to call it. I hope this video could help answer the question I posed at the beginning of the video, and any of y'all's questions as to why I wasn't drinking beer or, like, let's say whiskey or something like that kind of thing. I hope this video could answer y'all's questions. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any extra questions or anything like that kind of thing. I'll be sure to answer them if I possibly can. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. Hope I was able to answer everybody's question to the full extent. And make sure to like and subscribe for more content, of course. And also make sure to check out everything in the description down below. So the next one, y'all, stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, and I'm saying.